Pound star Amy Halterman was back in court today.
Halterman appeared in Crockett County General Sessions Court on charges of illegal possession of Schedule I drugs, illegal possession of Schedule VI drugs, and 2 counts of child endangerment. She was arrested with Brian Scott Lavorne after authorities were called to the safari park when Halterman said a camel bit her. Halterman pled not guilty in September to the charges and was released on bond. Her court hearing was reset for December 19th.
Well, as we can see right here, a 1,000-pound star appears back in Crockett County Court as case reset. Now, of course, you heard exactly what was said itself there in particular, but let's just go through the information itself, obviously, and talk about it, you know what I mean? Now, with that being said, as you can see here, it says that Amy Halterman was back in court on Thursday. Amy, let me just say Amy, keep it simple, appeared in the Crockett County General Sessions Court on charges of illegal possession of Schedule I drugs, illegal possession of Schedule VI drugs, and 2 counts of child endangerment. We obviously heard them say that she is now pleaded not guilty. But also on top of it, does say here that she was arrested with Scott Bryan after authorities were called to the safari park when Amy said a camel bit her. And then also on top of that, just to finalize, it says here, Amy pled not guilty in September to the charges and was released on bond, and her court hearing is reset for December 19th. So we're not too far away from that. That's about a month and 11 days from now, I believe. So here's the thing. First and foremost, considering that the current season is currently on, this woman clearly has not lost any weight since that season. Because remember, the season was filmed about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. So you can just see how she's looking right now. Of course, her health definitely is not in the best place. And the reason why I mention that is because sometimes when people's health is not in the best place, sometimes it can also be the sign of someone definitely not being in a good place. And when people are not in a good place, they make is made by Amy Halterman. It feels so weird calling her Amy Halterman, to be honest with you, rather than Amy Slaton. But I'm pretty sure the divorce is finalized now, so shouldn't she just be called Amy Slaton? It's a bit of an interesting one, but nonetheless though, so I reckon that at the end of the day, when it's come to her getting herself involved with such crimes here, well, I guess we can only say obviously innocent to proven guilty, but at the end of the day, she was arrested and they saw these things on her. I think the only thing that we can say innocent to proven guilty is maybe the part where it says child endangerment, but then again, no, we can't say that, because if she was found with possession of drugs, then of course this is child endangerment. Okay, now I'm just talking absolute garbage, I do apologize. But at the end of the day, the question is this: what is going to happen next moving forward? And I think that is something that we have to wait and find out. 1,000-pound star appears back in Crockett County Court. All right. Has case reset. Now, just to give you guys an update on what has been going on with Amy herself in particular, it does say that Amy was back in court on Thursday. Okay. Now, also on top of that, let's just give you a reminder of exactly what she's in court for. And as you can see, it says Amy appeared in Crockett County General Sessions Court on charges of illegal possession of Schedule I drugs, illegal possession of Schedule VI drugs, and 2 counts of child endangerment. And to be honest with you, it's the child endangerment that's where I'm mostly frustrated with her behavior personally. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, putting your children in a position where they are around illegal possession of drugs is just unacceptable, in any shape or form. But also on top of that, it does say here that, just to give you guys a reminder, that she was arrested with Brian. Brian is here next to her in this picture, as you can see, okay? And it says here, obviously, after authorities were called to the safari park when Amy said a camel bit her. And then also on top of that, it does say here, just to finalize, Amy pled not guilty in September to the charges and was released on bond, okay? Her court hearing was reset for December 19th. So, I guess we have to wait until December 19th to find out exactly what is going to happen moving forward. I mean, listen, as far as I'm concerned, to be honest with you, despite the fact that she has pled not guilty to these accusations obviously against her name, I don't think it really changes the fact that this woman has put her children in a position where they've had to be around somebody who's obviously got substance on them. And that's just the grand scheme of it. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if she's now in a position where she may end up losing her kids if she's found guilty. But I guess we have to wait until December 19th. And then obviously from there, we can proceed with obviously any more updates going forward. Now, I also do want to mention one thing though before we go. Now, right now, the current season of 1,000 Pound Sisters is currently airing. Okay, well, minus this week because of the elections, sadly so. But in that season, we have seen obviously Amy's current physique, shall I call it, in a polite way. And you can see here that Amy has definitely not lost any weight, or if anything, probably gained some weight, because the season itself, my understanding, was filmed at least a year and a half ago. And this is obviously Amy now. Okay, so this tells us that clearly she is that she isn't in the best of positions, obviously in her life in terms of actually looking after her well-being as well. So I think if anything, maybe Amy has put herself in a position of poor choices due to the fact that she's obviously not looking after herself. The same person that is still waiting for another freaking surgery, whatever the hell she's waiting for. But nonetheless though, let me know your thoughts in the comment section and we will talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.